Alright, round one. Looks like a good hand. Up against Facetious Buffalo. We're clearly outclassed name-wise here. Okay, so Servant into Chandra is pretty good. I mean, we don't really have any other plays at the moment. Ooh-wee. Going all out here with the timepiece. So, okay, well, we could drop both of these. We could play Chandra. We can't really use the mana. We could minus on the Crypt Breaker. I kind of like that play. Or we could just plus it and do 2 damage to our opponent. If we minus, our Chandra's gonna die to the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Could also just play Long Tusk Cub and Servant, which might actually be correct right now. It's just this is giving our opponent a discard outlet, but I think that's fine for now. Let's just flood the board. And we have a cub big enough to block this even, so yeah. Chandra, having it die is not really worth killing the Crypt Breaker. It's not even that big of an issue right now, in theory. Alright, Haunted Dead. And just sacking the Scrounger. Long Tusk Cub is so good. Alright. Opponent thought they were getting rid of all our energy, but we can do a tune-up. So we're gonna do this for sure, since it's basically free. We could also play Lanthnu Hellion. We could Chandra minus Haunted Dead, because that actually Chandra minus on Haunted Dead is pretty damn good, because it's gonna keep Elder Deep Fiend from being active next turn. So I think that's what we want to do. So we're attacking with we can attack with the Servant and the Long Tusk Cub. I guess we'll do this first, even though it sort of shows our hand, but we actually want the energy available, although we're unlikely to use it. Don't know why jumping there. I mean, our opponent assumes they're going to clear the board, but that is not happening this turn, although it is going to happen soon. So we either need to be aware that so our opponent can Scrap Heap back, can scrounge. I shouldn't be doing it now though. Now we can just Harness Lightning that. So Haunted Dead actually still allows for Deep Fiend. So we want to get this, we want to grow up this Long Tusk Cub to be bigger than Kozilek's Return. We want him to be a big boy. How much damage can I do this turn, actually? I'm close to lethal, aren't I? So I add mana, Lanthu Hellion, 8, 12, 16, plus 2 more, so I have 18 damage this turn. I don't think I can get any more, because I need the Chandra mana to cast both of these. So this is tricky, because it's hard figuring out exactly what your opponent can do. So Haunted Dead into Deep Fiend. So we want to keep our Chandra alive, I think, and not have it die to Scrounger for free. Could just play both of these. Actually, we can also kill the Haunted Dead. No, that doesn't do anything. Start by plussing, I guess. Alright, I guess we're doing this. And just saving our Hellions. So we can block the Scrounger. I don't know what the optimal play there was. I think that was fine, since if we play either of these, they just die to Kozilek's Return. Okay. There we could have considered Harness Lightning, but that doesn't seem that great. Alright, tapping these. We also have Servant mana, but we don't really have anything to do with it. So we can't kill that. Alright, Attune doesn't do much, so we'll just exile here. I don't want to play either of these. And then pass. Kind of annoying. Attune wasn't a bad draw though. We can use this energy definitely. Ooh, double Amalgam is pretty good. Opponent's going to be pretty busy having to cast Elder Deep Fiends though. they'll be able to Deep Fiend off the Deep Fiend. Okay. Letting us attune. So this is going to be painful. It's going to be hard to kill our opponent next turn. Unless they attack with too much. Okay. Timepiece doesn't do much. Alright, Game Trail doesn't do anything. So they get one more Scrounger this turn. So we want to harness lightning like this, block there. And then hopefully win next turn with double Hellion. Clearing the way for Long Tusk Cub and a Hellion. Okay. I guess we're just exactly dead. Block, block. Harness lightning, still die. Alright, Ceremonious Rejection is great against Deep Fiends. Root Out is going to be good against Copters, and we want boatloads of removal. Chandra isn't great, but it's still good, pretty decent removal. So we want to be able to reject the Elder Deep Fiends and basically have threats that survive Kozilek's return. I don't think we want Fevered Visions against the deck that discards its hand. Alright, this looks good though. Go Servant into Bristling Hydra, then have up Rejection. Alright, this Bristling Hydra is going to be difficult to deal with. Lightning Axe doesn't even get it here. And once we attune, it's going to be bigger than Kozilek's Return Flashback, so the Hydra is going to just go nuts. Alright, you're going to need a lot more removal. I mean, that's a discard outlet. Alright, only one amalgam. So not too bad. And no Kozilek's Return yet. Alright, so Tracker, I'm gonna tune, leave up Ceremonious Rejection. I think I want to attack, probably. Alright, so the fact that there's no Kozilek's Return is huge here. We can even counter a Kozilek's Return if it's just cast. Deep Fiend is a lot less threatening when it doesn't leave behind a huge body. Oh, Mindbender. Sure. Okay. Let's see what we got. Clue. I think I would just want to get down another Bristling Hydra. Or I can pop another Clue, smash for a bunch. That actually seems better. I might as well leave up Ceremonious Rejection in case something crazy happens. This is a pretty good spot. So I don't think our opponent can get Kozilek's Return into the graveyard and then cast. Well, they could cast Wretched Griff, I suppose. Possibly. Alright, so they're just dead. Good, good, good. That went better. I mean, the first game just slipped out of our hands. Maybe I want Virtuous Gear Hulk over Chandra. It's good for surviving Kozilek's return. I probably should have had it that way. Alright, another good start, another great hand. Good start, great hand. GG. Sure. Sure. Alright, didn't want to draw lands that badly. This is still fine. Gear Hulk should be pretty big. Question is, am I just rooting out this timepiece? If I draw nothing, I suppose I am. I mean, it's a pretty good use for root out, I suppose. Not as good as killing a smuggler's copter, but we'll take it. Speaking of copters, alright, so we can reject or clue. Opponent can't cast Mindbender or Deep Fiend. Which is good. Alright, getting rid of that timepiece was great. Wait, what? Nope. Wrong. Incorrect. So I think our opponent has Elder Deep Fiend. Based on that Haunted Dead hopping to the graveyard. Alright, so there's one Kozilek's return just. So Gear Hulk survives and can crew up our copter. And then we have rejection if they want to play it to tap down anything. So I think we're just Gear Hulking. I see no reason not to. Alright, get our loot on. Alright, so if our opponent doesn't draw, like, blue, they're kind of in trouble. Alright, that's a redraw. They also have a couple amalgams, so Distended Mindbender actually only gets one thing right now. Interesting. We don't really want another copter. Opponent could have left back Haunted Dead to chump and then bring back the prized amalgams. Alright. Maybe harness lightning this is pretty poor right now, but we could have done it. Alright, so got there.